Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another Madden 20 tips video, and a lot of you probably already know this, but some of you might not, so I definitely felt like it was important to relay that information for those of you who do not know how to do this. But as you guys probably know, we got a new NFL 100 card in MUT, a Devin freaking Hester, fast as hell, and most importantly, he gets human joystick, which is a new ability where basically he just plays like a freaking video game. I guess you're able to kind of bob and weave, kind of really show off your stick work, no pun intended, but you're able to just kind of have more control over it, faster cuts, faster animations, stuff like that. It's hell for your opponent. So I figured, how can you really get him the ball more? He's a playmaker. You want to get your playmakers the ball. Best way to do that, put him at quarterback. A lot of people probably know already how to do this, but especially if you watch like K-Mac, The King, any of those guys who are really good at it, you already know. But it's simply just in Wildcat. That's all you gotta do. Find a playbook with Wildcat. There are tons of playbooks that have it, but in my opinion, the best one is in the Carolina Panthers playbook by far. We'll take a look. And you got power, touch pass, don't really touch that too much, and then counter. So you really want to focus on power and counter in this playbook. And then to get your wide receiver at quarterback, as you can see at the bottom, wide receiver QB, it's simple as that. You go to the beginning, you got the packages, and you got, you got right there, wide receiver at QB, wide receiver 2 at QB, and wide receiver 3 at QB. So for me, my fastest receiver tends to play the slot, so he's usually wide receiver 3 at QB. Like for me, Devin Hester is my slot receiver. I want to get him the ball as much as possible. I put him on low drags, stuff like that. But he is my wide receiver 3, so wide receiver 3 at QB. And then you got two plays that you really want to focus on. Like I said, power and counter. Power is the ultimate one that I end up starting with. It's just really good. And this is, I definitely recommend before you try using this in the game, hop in and practice this. What you want to do is learn to be patient. Like I said, watch, Bkindel is probably the best in the world at this. If you don't know him, he played in the MCS for the Falcons. He's really good at running Heavy Panther and this Wildcat. But basically what you want to do is you don't want to press turbo right away. You want to be patient until you find a hole, and then you press turbo. See if I can get it. See, we got a hole right there, and I wasn't able to get to it. It takes a lot of practice to get this down. Obviously, he's one of the best in the world, so he's really good at it. But you just want to be patient. We got nothing there, and sometimes that'll happen. Sometimes they'll send hell at you, and you'll get absolutely nothing in return. But for the most part, if you're pretty patient, you'll be able to find a hole. We had a hole to the left. I ended up pressing turbo too early. And when you press turbo too early, you tend to lose control. So that's why I'm saying you need to be patient. Definitely practice this. And we'll go to the outside. We got nothing. Holy shit, don't listen to me. I suck. But on a serious note, this does work. It just takes time, especially if you're playing somebody random. It's gonna work more times than not, just because you're able to like juke their user and stuff like that. And you see there, we were patient, we were able to cut all the way back to the left. So that's what I mean. If you're pressing turbo right away, you're not going to be able to cut all the way back. We would have missed that hole. We would have got absolutely nothing. So that's things you need to practice on right there. And we're able to pick up a few yards there. We had a hole for a second, but it takes a lot of practice just getting used to not pressing turbo right away and being patient. And yeah, see right there, we were patient. We were able to get to the inside and then cut out. So this definitely works if you're patient. I can't stress that enough. Practice this as much as you possibly can. Because, I mean, it's a good play. It does work. But you need to give it time for it to develop and for the holes to open up so you can actually get good yards. And we're just gonna, I don't know what the hell we're doing. We're gonna try it one more, and then we're gonna switch into another play. Let's see if we can get a big yard here. Just gotta be patient, and we were able to get to the outside. So we were patient a little bit. Probably should have waited a little bit longer. I felt like we should have cut in with that wide receiver blocking, but we were able to still pick up a big gain. Like I said, you just don't want to go right away. You want to give your line time to develop. But we're going to go back into Wildcat. And then you have this counterplay. This counterplay I feel goes really well with the power. So it's literally the same play, except you are going to the left. So we'll just run it real quick, kind of give it time for a line to develop, and we didn't really get any blocks. But this play is going to work really well. You obviously can't be running power every single play. Even with Devin Hester, even with human joystick, your opponent's going to catch on. They're going to put their user on that right side. They're going to shift their line to the right. They're going to do whatever they can to stop that right side. So if you do that, obviously you gotta switch things up. You gotta go to the left. This play looks exactly like it, but you're gonna be going to the left. So wait for our lines to develop. Oh, need to hold that block. But we're gonna be able to pick gains. Obviously we're playing CPU, so they're not gonna know that we've been running power to the right like 15 times in a row. But you really got to think in the mind of your opponent, like, okay, he's running the same play over and over. He's going to the right side every single time. Eventually, they're going to stack that right side. And when they do, I mean, you just really got to, oh my God, we can't get any blocks though. You really got to just kind of think like your opponent does. Obviously, you can't be running Wildcat every single play. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. But I mean, these, like I said, these two plays just really go hand in hand with each other. Get inside your head of your opponent. Go in practice. Man, see, we're one block away from just breaking a big run. I think I'm pressing turbo a little bit too early. Same thing. You just got to be patient, patient. Hole. Oh my God, I ran into my freaking lineman. See, that's what I mean. That's why you need to practice it, because a lot of times you will run into your lineman. You'll mess up. You'll do things that you probably shouldn't. And man, right now we are just getting no blocking. But like I said, if you get into an actual game with an actual opponent, these plays just go hand in hand with each other. They're going to work very well. And we were able to find a hole up the middle. So that's all you got to do, guys. Just practice. Be patient, but that is how you put your wide receiver at quarterback. It's very easy. Like I said, a lot of you guys probably already knew this, but for those of you who did not, I really hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure you smash a big thumbs up. If you are new, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Check out some of our other stuff. We post gameplays, tips, coin making methods, do it all, so there's some for everybody out there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next upload. Peace.